Have you ever woken up, grabbed your phone, and immediately felt a wave of anxiety wash over you? You see an email from your boss, a news alert that's just depressing, or you start scrolling through social media and that familiar feeling of comparison creeps in. Before you've even had a sip of coffee, your day already feels overwhelming, stressful, and maybe even a little bit hopeless. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. And more importantly, I want to share something with you that completely changed my mornings. And honestly, my entire life. It's a simple, yet powerful habit, inviting God first into your day. Before your feet even hit the floor, before you check a single notification. What if the very first thing you did was connect with your Creator? Imagine starting your day not with the world's demands, but with God's peace. Not with a to-do list, but with a declaration of His goodness. This isn't about adding another complicated task to your morning routine. It's about reordering your priorities. It's about giving God the first fruits of your day, not just the leftovers. Think about it like this. When you build a house, the foundation is the most critical part. You pour it first, you let it set, and you make sure it's strong before you build anything on top of it. If the foundation is weak or crooked, the whole house will be unstable. Our day is a lot like that house. Inviting God in first thing in the morning is like pouring a solid, unshakable foundation of peace, strength, and purpose. Everything else you build on top of that, your work, your relationships, your challenges will be built on a firm footing. When you start your day with your phone, you're building your foundation on the shifting sands of other people's opinions, anxieties, and agendas. So, what does this actually look like in practice? It can be incredibly simple. It doesn't have to be an hour-long study session, especially if you're just starting out. It can be as simple as lying in bed for a few moments after your alarm goes off and saying, "Good morning, Lord. Thank you for this new day. I invite you into it. Guide my thoughts, my words, and my actions. Help me to see you and reflect you in everything I do today." That's it. That simple prayer shifts your focus from me to Him. It's an act of surrender, acknowledging that you can't do the day on your own and you don't want to. The Bible talks about this principle over and over. In Psalm 5, verse 3, David says, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." David, a king with immense responsibilities, understood the importance of connecting with God before the demands of his kingdom took over. He laid his day before God and waited with expectation. He wasn't just checking a box. He was anticipating God's movement and guidance. Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6 tell us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. What better time to submit our ways to Him than at the very start of the day? We're essentially handing Him the map and asking Him to be our guide. When you start your day this way, you'll begin to notice a profound difference. The challenges and frustrations that used to derail you might still be there, but your response to them will change. Because you've filled your tank with God's presence first, you're operating from a place of peace, not panic. You have a divine perspective. That difficult conversation you have to have, you can approach it with grace because you've already asked God for wisdom. That unexpected setback at work, you can face it with resilience because you know your ultimate security isn't in your job, but in your Father. Let's be real. Building a new habit is tough. The pull of your phone and the urgency of your to-do list are strong. The enemy would love for you to stay distracted and disconnected from your source of strength. So, you have to be intentional. Maybe it means putting your phone across the room at night so you're not tempted to grab it first thing. Maybe it means setting your alarm 10 minutes earlier to create that sacred space. Find what works for you. Maybe you have a favorite chair where you can sit with a cup of coffee and just be still before God. Maybe you like to go for a walk and talk to Him. Maybe you just need the minutes in your bed before the chaos of the day begins. There's no magic formula. The goal is connection, not perfection. Some days you might have more time. You could read a chapter from the Bible, maybe from Psalms or Proverbs. The YouVersion Bible app has amazing verse of the day features and short devotional plans that are perfect for getting started. You could spend some time in worship, listening to a song that draws your heart to God. You could journal your prayers, writing down what's on your heart and what you're thankful for. Gratitude is a powerful weapon against anxiety. When you start your day listing the things you're thankful for, it completely shifts your mindset from what's lacking to what's abundant. I remember a season in my life when I was drowning in anxiety. I would wake up every morning with my heart pounding, already dreading the day ahead. My first thought was always a list of all the things that could go wrong. I finally got so tired of living that way that I decided to try something different. I committed to not looking at my phone for the first 30 minutes of my day. Instead, I would make my coffee, sit down, and just say, God, I'm here. I need you. Some mornings, that's all I could muster, but I did it consistently. Slowly but surely, things began to change. That morning dread was replaced by a quiet confidence. The anxiety didn't vanish overnight, but its power over me lessened. I was starting my day anchored to the rock, not tossed by the waves. This practice isn't just about making your day better, it's about deepening your relationship with God. Every relationship is built on communication and quality time. By giving God the first moments of your day, you are telling Him He is your priority. You're saying, I want to walk with you today. I value your presence more than anything else. And God honors that. He promises that if we draw near to Him, He will draw near to us. He's not a distant deity waiting for you to get everything perfect. He's a loving Father who delights in hearing from His children, especially first thing in the morning. Think of the story of Mary and Martha. Martha was busy, stressed, and distracted by all the preparations that needed to be done. Mary, on the other hand, sat at the feet of Jesus, listening to His teaching. Jesus gently told Martha that Mary had chosen what was better, and it would not be taken away from her. Well, we choose to sit at Jesus' feet first thing in the morning. Before we get busy with all the serving, we are choosing the one thing that is truly necessary. We are filling ourselves up so that we have something of eternal value to pour out to others. Throughout the day, you can't pour from an empty cup. Starting your day with God is how you fill your cup to overflowing. So, I want to challenge you. Just try it. For 1 week, commit to giving God the first 5 or 10 minutes of your day. Before you scroll, before you worry, before you rush, just pause and connect with Him. Pray that simple prayer. Lord, I invite you into my day. See what happens. Notice how your perspective shifts. Notice how your peace increases. Notice how your responses to stress change. You might just find that it's the best decision you make all day. Building this one habit has the power to transform not just your mornings, but your entire life, drawing you closer to the heart of the Father who loves you and has a great purpose for your day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope this encourages you. If you've been blessed by this message, consider subscribing for more content like this. Let me know in the comments how you like to start your day with God. I'd love to hear your ideas. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.